Now let's talk about something that often surprises people: the powerful role that fatty fish can play in protecting your health as you age. For many, fish has always been seen as just another protein option, something to eat occasionally for variety. But certain types of fish, especially those rich in healthy fats, offer something much deeper. They provide your body with essential nutrients that help reduce inflammation, support your cells, and create an internal environment that is far less welcoming to disease. As we move past the age of 50, one of the biggest challenges the body faces is chronic low-grade inflammation. You may not feel it directly, but over time it can quietly affect your tissues, your organs, and even how your cells behave. This ongoing inflammation has been linked to many serious conditions, including heart disease, joint problems, and yes, an increased risk of certain types of cancer. This is where fatty fish come in as a powerful ally. Fish like salmon, sardines, mackerel, and tuna are rich in omega-3 fatty acids. These are not just ordinary fats. They are essential fats, meaning your body cannot produce them on its own. You must get them from your diet, and when you do, they begin to work in very important ways. Omega-3s help calm inflammation throughout the body. Think of them as a soothing influence, helping to bring balance where there might otherwise be stress and irritation at the cellular level. When inflammation is reduced, your cells are better able to function normally, communicate properly, and repair themselves when needed. This matters more than most people realize. Healthy cell communication and repair are key factors in preventing abnormal cell growth. When your body is in a balanced, less inflamed state, it becomes much better at maintaining that natural control. Fatty fish also support the integrity of your cell membranes. Every cell in your body is surrounded by a membrane that controls what goes in and out. Omega-3 fatty acids help keep these membranes flexible and strong, which allows your cells to function more efficiently and respond better to signals from your body. Another important benefit is how these healthy fats support your heart and brain, two areas that deserve extra attention as we age. Omega-3s have been shown to support healthy circulation, which means oxygen and nutrients are delivered more effectively throughout your body. Good circulation supports every system, including your immune system. And when it comes to brain health, these fats play a role in maintaining memory, focus, and overall cognitive function. Many seniors worry about mental sharpness over time, and while no single food is a cure, regularly including omega-3 rich fish can be a meaningful part of supporting long-term brain health. Now, I understand that not everyone is used to eating fish regularly. Sometimes it's the preparation, the smell, or simply not knowing how to include it in your routine. But the good news is it doesn't have to be complicated. You don't need elaborate recipes or special cooking skills. Even something as simple as baking a piece of salmon with a little olive oil and lemon can be both delicious and nourishing. It's gentle on digestion and easy to prepare. If cooking feels like too much effort, canned options can be a wonderful alternative. Sardines and salmon in a tin are not only convenient, but they also retain most of their nutritional value. You can add them to a salad, spread them on whole grain toast, or mix them with a bit of yogurt or mustard for a quick, satisfying meal. The goal is to aim for about 2 servings a week. That's enough to begin providing your body with the omega-3s it needs to support inflammation control and overall health. If you're unsure about taste, start small. Try mild-flavored fish like salmon and pair it with foods you already enjoy. Over time, your palate can adjust, and what once felt unfamiliar may become something you genuinely look forward to. It's also important to remember that balance is key. You don't need to rely on fish every day, just include it regularly as part of a varied, nourishing diet. Combined with the other foods we've been talking about, it becomes part of a bigger picture of health and protection. And once again, it comes back to consistency. One meal may not seem like much, but repeated over weeks and months, these choices begin to shape how your body feels and functions. You are giving your body the tools it needs to stay resilient, to stay balanced, and to continue supporting you in the years ahead. Sometimes the strongest protection comes from the quiet habits you repeat each week. Now let's spend a little more time on something truly powerful, yet incredibly simple: leafy greens. You might have heard about spinach or kale before, but what makes these foods so special, especially after the age of 50, is how deeply they support your body at the cellular level. As we grow older, our cells naturally become more vulnerable to damage. This damage can come from everyday sources, things like environmental toxins, stress, or even normal metabolic processes inside the body. Over time, that cellular stress can build up, and this is where many chronic diseases, including cancer, begin to take root. Leafy greens step in as a kind of natural defense system. They are rich in antioxidants. These are compounds that help neutralize harmful molecules known as free radicals. Think of free radicals as unstable particles that can damage your cells if left unchecked. Antioxidants help calm that chaos, protecting your cells and keeping your body in better balance. But that's not all. Leafy greens are also packed with vitamins like A, C, and K, along with folate and fiber. Each of these plays a unique role. Vitamin C, for example, supports your immune system, your body's first line of defense. Vitamin K helps with proper blood function and bone strength, which becomes especially important as we age. And folate supports healthy cell growth and repair, which is critical when we're talking about long-term disease prevention. Then there's fiber, something many people don't get enough of. Fiber helps keep your digestive system running smoothly, but it also plays a key role in removing waste and toxins from the body. A healthy digestive system means your body is better equipped to eliminate substances that could otherwise linger and cause harm. Now, I understand that not everyone enjoys eating vegetables, especially if it hasn't been a lifelong habit, and that's perfectly okay. The goal here isn't to completely change your diet overnight, it's to gently introduce small, manageable changes that fit into your daily routine. For example, you don't need a large salad every day to benefit from leafy greens. Even a small handful can go a long way. You could add a bit of spinach to your morning eggs. It wilts down quickly and blends right in. Or you might try mixing chopped greens into soups or stews where the flavors become softer and more comforting. If chewing raw vegetables feels difficult, lightly steaming them is a wonderful option. Steaming helps preserve most of the nutrients while making the greens easier to digest. A drizzle of olive oil and a pinch of salt can make them much more enjoyable. Smoothies are another excellent way to include leafy greens without even noticing them. A handful of spinach mixed with a banana and some berries creates a naturally sweet, nutrient-rich drink that's gentle on the stomach. And if you're someone who prefers simplicity, even something as easy as adding lettuce or arugula to a sandwich can make a difference. It doesn't have to be complicated, it just has to be consistent. One thing I often remind people is that your body doesn't need perfection. It responds to patterns. Small, repeated actions over time are what truly create change. A handful of greens today, another tomorrow. Over weeks and months, those small choices begin to build a stronger, more resilient body. It's also worth remembering that it's never too late to start. I've seen individuals in their 60s, 70s, even 80s begin to improve their eating habits and experience real benefits, better energy, improved digestion, and a greater sense of well-being. Your body is always listening, always adapting, and always ready to respond to better care. So when you think about leafy greens, don't think of them as just another healthy food you're supposed to eat. Think of them as quiet protectors, working behind the scenes, supporting your cells, strengthening your defenses, and helping you stay healthier for longer. And sometimes the simplest habits are the ones that protect us the most. Have you ever wondered if something as simple as what's on your plate could help protect you from serious illnesses like cancer? As we age, our bodies change, and so do our nutritional needs. But here's the good news. Small, everyday food choices can make a powerful difference in your health after 50. Today, I'm sharing insights inspired by top oncologists, simple, natural foods that may help support your body and reduce cancer risk without complicated diets or expensive supplements. Let's take this one step at a time. Remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Every healthy choice you make is a step toward a stronger, more vibrant you. You've taken care of others for so many years. Now it's your time to care for yourself. Your body still listens, it still responds, and it still deserves the very best. Now let's move gently into something a little sweeter, but just as powerful when it comes to protecting your health. Berries. Many people think of berries as a simple treat, something to enjoy occasionally. But in reality, these small, colorful fruits carry an incredible amount of protective nutrients that can support your body in ways that become especially important after the age of 50. As we grow older, our bodies naturally experience more oxidative stress. This is a process where harmful molecules, called free radicals, begin to damage healthy cells. Over time, this damage can affect how our cells function and repair themselves. And when cells don't repair properly, that's when the risk of chronic diseases, including cancer, begins to rise. This is where berries quietly do their work. Berries such as blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, and blackberries are rich in powerful plant compounds known as antioxidants. One group in particular, called anthocyanins, gives berries their deep red, blue, and purple colors. But more importantly, these compounds help protect your cells by neutralizing free radicals before they can cause harm. Think of it as a gentle daily cleanup system, helping your body stay balanced and protected. Berries also support your immune system, which becomes even more important as we age. A strong immune system helps your body recognize and respond to abnormal cells early, which is a key part of staying healthy over time. The vitamin C found in berries plays a major role here, helping your body maintain its natural defense mechanisms. Another benefit that often goes unnoticed is how berries support brain health. Many seniors notice changes in memory or focus over time, and while this can be a normal part of aging, certain foods can help slow that process. The compounds in berries have been shown to support communication between brain cells, helping maintain clarity and cognitive function. And let's not forget digestion. Berries are naturally high in fiber, which helps keep your digestive system regular and supports the healthy bacteria in your gut. A well-balanced gut doesn't just help with digestion, it also plays a role in reducing inflammation and supporting your overall immune health. Now, one of the most wonderful things about berries is how easy they are to include in your daily routine. There's no complicated preparation, no special cooking techniques. They fit naturally into the foods you may already be eating. For example, you could add a handful of blueberries or sliced strawberries to your morning oatmeal. This not only enhances the flavor, but also adds a layer of nutrition that supports your body throughout the day. If you enjoy yogurt, berries make the perfect companion. The natural sweetness of the fruit pairs beautifully with the creaminess of yogurt, creating a simple and satisfying snack or breakfast. And if fresh berries aren't always available or affordable, frozen berries are just as beneficial. In many cases, they are picked and frozen at their peak ripeness, which helps preserve their nutrients. Keeping a bag of frozen berries in your freezer means you always have a healthy option ready, whether you want to blend a smoothie or simply let them thaw for a quick snack. For those who prefer something warm and comforting, berries can even be gently heated and added to whole grain toast or porridge. This can be especially appealing during cooler months. The key here is not quantity, but consistency. You don't need large portions to see benefits. Even a small handful each day can provide your body with the protective compounds it needs. And if you have concerns about sugar, it's completely understandable. But the natural sugars in berries come with fiber and nutrients that help your body process them more gently compared to processed sweets. In fact, replacing sugary snacks with berries can be a simple step toward better overall health. What matters most is creating a habit that feels enjoyable, not forced. When healthy foods are pleasant and easy to include, they become part of your lifestyle rather than a chore. Over time, these small choices begin to add up. A handful of berries today, another tomorrow, each serving quietly, supporting your cells, your immune system, and your overall well-being. And when you look at it that way, something as simple as a bowl of berries becomes more than just food. It becomes a daily act of care for your body. Sometimes the sweetest choices are also the most powerful ones. Now let's turn our attention to another group of foods that may not always get the spotlight they deserve, yet they offer remarkable support for your body as you age: cruciferous vegetables. These include familiar foods like broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage, and Brussels sprouts. You've likely seen them many times, perhaps even grown up eating them. But what makes them especially important after the age of 50 goes far beyond their basic nutritional value. As we've been discussing, one of the key challenges in the body over time is the buildup of harmful substances, things like toxins, environmental pollutants, and byproducts from normal metabolic processes. Your body does have its own natural detoxification system, primarily handled by the liver, but as you age, that system can become less efficient if it's not properly supported. Cruciferous vegetables play a very special role here. They contain natural compounds, such as glucosinolates, that when broken down during digestion, form active substances that help your body detoxify and eliminate unwanted materials more effectively. These compounds support the liver's ability to process and remove toxins, helping to reduce the overall burden on your system. And why does this matter so much? Because when toxins linger in the body, They can contribute to cellular stress and inflammation. Over time, this creates an environment where abnormal cells are more likely to develop and grow. By supporting your body's natural detox pathways, cruciferous vegetables help maintain a cleaner, more balanced internal environment. In addition to their detox supporting properties, these vegetables are also rich in fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants. Fiber, as we've touched on before, is essential for digestive health. It helps move waste through the body efficiently, preventing buildup and supporting a healthy gut. A well functioning digestive system is one of the foundations of good health. When your gut is working properly, your body is better able to absorb nutrients, regulate inflammation, and support immune function. Cruciferous vegetables also provide vitamin C, which strengthens the immune system, and vitamin K, which supports bone health, something that becomes increasingly important with age. They are low in calories but high in nutrients, making them an excellent choice for maintaining a healthy weight without sacrificing nourishment. Now, I understand that for some people, these vegetables can feel a bit intimidating, whether it's the taste, the texture, or even how to prepare them. But the way you cook them can make all the difference. For example, instead of boiling broccoli until it becomes soft and loses its flavor, try lightly steaming it. Steaming helps preserve both the nutrients and the natural taste while also making it easier to digest. A simple touch of olive oil, a squeeze of lemon, or even a sprinkle of mild seasoning can turn it into something quite enjoyable. Roasting is another wonderful option. When you roast vegetables like cauliflower or Brussels sprouts in the oven, they develop a slightly crispy texture and a richer flavor that many people find more appealing. It brings out a natural sweetness that often surprises those who thought they didn't like these vegetables. And if chewing is a concern, you can always incorporate them into soups or stews. When cooked slowly, they become soft, gentle, and easy to eat while still providing their full nutritional benefits. You don't need large portions to see results. Even adding a small serving a few times a week can begin to support your body in meaningful ways. The key is to make it part of your regular routine, rather than something you feel forced to eat occasionally. It's also helpful to pair these vegetables with foods you already enjoy. Mixing them into rice dishes, pasta, or alongside your favorite protein can make them feel like a natural part of your meal rather than something separate. Over time, your taste preferences can shift. Foods that once seemed plain or unappealing can become familiar and even comforting. It's all about giving your body the chance to adapt and respond. And just like the other foods we've talked about, this isn't about perfection. It's about creating a pattern, small, steady choices that support your health day by day. When you include cruciferous vegetables in your meals, you are quietly helping your body cleanse, protect, and maintain balance. You are giving your system the support it needs to function more efficiently and defend itself more effectively. These are not dramatic changes, but they are meaningful ones. And over time, they build a foundation of health that can carry you forward with greater strength and confidence. Because sometimes the most powerful protection comes from what you choose to include on your plate each day.